The pretty little yellow cottage sat in the middle of the clearing, defiantly neat and ordered against the countless acres of wilderness surrounding it. The sun reflected off the white railings of the veranda, contrasting with the heavy, dark leaves of twin magnolia trees. Golden shrubs and brightly coloured flowers, a rocky garden border, bird baths and feeders to attract native birds, including tiny wrens and finches that flew in flocks so large they appeared like solid waves of colour. If she put out some fruit, the brush-tailed possums were bound to keep her awake with their squabbling and trampolining on the tin roof. They were as settled here as she hoped to be one day. The kangaroos still kept their distance, but an ancient wombat often shuffled along the drive as though she were the intruder and owed him right of way. She supposed she did. He'd been here much longer than she had. Park-like acres dappled with light through the gums flowed out from the cottage garden to untouched virgin scrub, an almost impenetrable wall. Only the driveway she now stood at the end of fought against the wilderness. The driveway and the little track that veered left for a quad ride to her sister's farm and right to the river. It had been old Gus's place for so long the locals still referred to it as such, even though old Gus would never again sit whittling on the veranda or bring home freshly caught fish for his tea. Mia Morgan had never been one to spook at ghosts. If she had been, she might have thought twice about moving out here. But the cottage had needed a caretaker, and Mia had needed to be near her sister. It was a practical solution, and almost perfect. Except that these days, Mia was a little more likely to spook at just about anything. So when 30 kilos of excited dogs startled her out of her reverie by leaping at her back, she was 4 freaked-out bounds towards the cottage before her mind kicked in. "Jasper, you know better!" Completely oblivious to the scolding, the uncoordinated, overgrown puppy fell onto his back, groaning happily and rubbing his way along the grass, before bouncing up and dropping his head to bark playfully.